What up, y'all? It's your boy Spiff, and we back with another Mo Spiff production where our #1 motto is moving forward and not backward. And that's exactly what we're doing today with another upgrade. A couple of weeks ago, I had a thermostat to go out on me, and the crazy thing about it is I noticed that that was not the stock thermostat. The previous owner had already replaced the thermostat, which raised a red flag to me. So the one that's on there opens up at 203 degrees. Well, I went and got an upgrade, another one that opens up at 180 degrees, because this is something that if you constantly running your vehicle at high RPM, this will be a must-have for you. So your engine will go ahead and open up at a cooler temperature instead of waiting until 203 degrees. Because a lot of times that thing will rise a little bit above halfway before it opens up sometimes, and I don't really like that. So we're gonna try this 180 degree thermostat upgrade, and we're gonna see how that turn out. So let's install this bad boy. All right, so to change the thermostat is fairly easy. I actually did it in like 10 minutes when I had to do it. All you're gonna need is to take off the thermostat itself. You're gonna need a 10mm socket, and to loosen up these bolts on the intake, I use a 11mm socket, or you could just use some pliers, because the intake got to be removed to get to the thermostat, which is right behind it, and it's actually easy to get to. Y'all see, that's the thermostat right there. So once I remove this, which is nothing, I can get to the thermostat, and there's one bolt and there's another bolt right up under it, and that's it. Change it out, take one thermostat out the housing, and take the new thermostat and put it in the housing. That's it. Put it right back together. All right, I got the cold air intake out the way. Now I can get to the housing, and you want to make sure you got like some type of drip pan or something under there that's gonna catch the fluid, because it's gonna come running out. Whatever's sitting in that hose, it's about to come out of there. And as you can see, I've already loosened up the 10mm bolts. There's two of them, one right here and one at the bottom, and it's already starting to leak. So you want to make sure you got something under there that's gonna catch that fluid. I'm gonna stick a shirt under there to kind of keep my belt from getting so saturated. You see you had a little fluid run out of there. That's all right. That's normal. Wipe it off. All right. So next thing you want to do, you want to take some pliers. You want to take the tension off of this, and you want to get this housing out of there. I did, Eddie Mo came out. All right, so stuff in this hole right here. All right, so now that we got the housing out, you want to get the thermostat inside of the housing out of it. You got a spring here. You want to press down on it and turn, and it'll come right out. And be careful, because that spring will pop out. You know what I'm saying? You might lose where it go to. There you go. So good. We didn't lose the spring. Take the spring out. Thermostat comes out. So I've got the old one out. I took the spring off and I put the spring on the new one. Set it down in there. Just back on top of the spring. And the same way you got it on there, just do it in reverse. Now you got it back on there, which was a piece of cake. All you do is press down on the spring, turn this little piece here, and it comes out. Take the old one out, put the spring back, put the thermostat in, spring back on the thermostat, turn it, and it pops out. Simple as that. So now we can go back to putting this all back together. Slide this back in. Take the clamp. Make sure it's on there good and tight. Now, you want to put your, stick it back in there. And screw them in first. Now that you got it nice and tight, you can go ahead and put the intake back in place, and that's it. All right, we got the old thermostat out, the better one in, got the intake back on. So all we need now is some extra antifreeze, because now we done lost some. We're gonna crank the car up and let it go through a couple of cycles, let it run, and as it suck the antifreeze down in there, I'm gonna put some in there because obviously we done lost some. So let's start it up. And if need be, you bleed this little bleed valve right here. If need be, this little valve right here, you loosen that up, let it look out, let it bleed a little bit, you should be okay. What up, y'all? I know I done ended the video already, but I just want to show y'all that I've been driving about 10 or 15 minutes now in traffic, and not once have my coolant temp went above 190. And it's mostly been hanging around 185, 186, so that upgrade on the thermostat most definitely helped out, for sure. So just like that, y'all, we went from a 203-degree thermostat to a 180-degree thermostat, which now means my car thermostat is going to open up at 180 degrees instead of 203 degrees. So my car should get cooler faster now. And if you one of those where you constantly running your car at high RPMs, this is a must-have for you, man. And yep, I'm sweating. This is a must-have for you because your car will appreciate that, especially if you're in an area where it's hot a lot. But tomorrow there's an import car meet in Lebanon, Tennessee, which is the largest import car meet here in Tennessee. So if you're in the area, come on down, check that out, man. So like, comment, subscribe, because I got a whole lot more planned. I got a whole lot more coming, man. So subscribe, hit that notification bell. Until next time, be great, drive fast, and God bless America.